Intro. Gut punch. Okay, bestie, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving deep into a K-drama that seriously messed with my feelings in the best way possible. We are talking about Love Me on Viki, the Korean remake of a Swedish series that's all about a family who are basically clueless about love, but trying so hard. If you love dramas that make you think and feel, and especially if you're a Seo Hyun-jin stan like me, you're going to want to hear all about this one. Get ready for some real talk about family, loneliness, and finding your way. What's it about? So imagine this family, right? On the surface, they look like they have it all together. But underneath, each person is secretly struggling to find their own kind of happiness and love. There's this super successful career woman, played by the amazing Seo Hyun-jin, who seems to have everything but feels so alone. Then there's her dad, who's maybe a little lost in his own world. And there are other family members, too, each with their own baggage and their own quest for connection. It's not your typical romance, although there are definitely romantic elements. It's more about these quiet struggles and the universal search for belonging. The show explores how we can feel so isolated even when we're surrounded by people, and how we sometimes put up walls because we're scared or we just don't know any better. It's about messy journeys and the awkward, sometimes painful, process of learning to love yourself and others. The review. Let's talk about the romance, or rather, the potential for romance. Seo Hyun-jin's character is so compelling because she's this outwardly composed woman who is clearly yearning for something more. Her interactions with the male lead, who is also dealing with his own set of life challenges, are subtle and electric. There's this slow burn energy that builds so beautifully, and you're constantly rooting for them to just see each other. It's not about grand gestures, but about these small, meaningful moments that hint at a deeper connection. Their chemistry feels so earned because it grows out of shared vulnerability and understanding. Visually, Love Me is a masterpiece of understated elegance. The cinematography is breathtaking, with a soft, muted color palette that perfectly reflects the characters' inner emotions. Think cozy sweaters, rain-streaked windows, and quiet, intimate spaces. The fashion is equally chic and sophisticated, mirroring the characters' outward appearances as successful individuals. Seo Hyun-jin's wardrobe is particularly noteworthy, showcasing her elegant and professional style that contrasts sharply with her internal turmoil. Every shot feels intentional, adding layers to the narrative and enhancing the overall mood of quiet contemplation. This drama is an emotional roller coaster, but not in the way you might expect. There are moments that will absolutely wreck you, like seeing the main character try to connect with someone and it just falling flat, or witnessing the quiet loneliness in their eyes. There's a scene where she's just sitting alone in her perfect apartment, and the emptiness is palpable. These moments of vulnerability hit hard because they feel so real. It's the kind of emotional depth that stays with you long after the episode ends. It's the quiet heartbreaks that truly resonate. And the OST. Oh, the OST is everything. It's the perfect companion to the drama's introspective tone. The music is often melancholic and soaring, with beautiful vocals that capture the essence of longing and hope. There are these instrumental pieces that play during poignant scenes, adding an extra layer of emotional weight. It's the kind of soundtrack you'll want to add to your own personal playlists for when you're feeling reflective. It really amplifies the feeling of searching for something. My take. Honestly, Love Me is a drama that really surprised me. I went in expecting a typical rom-com, but I got so much more. It's a show that understands the nuances of human connection and the complexities of family dynamics. The writing is incredibly sharp, and it doesn't shy away from the messiness of life. The characters feel like real people, with flaws and insecurities that make them relatable. Seo Hyun-jin's performance is, as always, phenomenal. She conveys so much with just a look or a sigh. I think the show's greatest strength is its ability to portray loneliness not as a weakness, but as a common human experience that many of us navigate. It's about the courage it takes to be vulnerable. Spoiler section. Okay, now for the spoiler part. If you haven't watched yet, seriously, go watch it and then come back. You've been warned. So, one of the biggest twists, and it's more of a slow reveal, is just how much isolation has shaped each family member. It's not one big bombshell, but a gradual understanding of their individual pain. The standout scene for me, and it's still giving me chills, is when the main characters finally have that honest conversation by the water. It's not a dramatic confession, but a quiet sharing of their deepest fears and hopes. You can feel the years of unspoken feelings finally being released. It was so raw and beautiful. The ending, it's not a fairy tale happily ever after, but it's hopeful. It lands with this sense of quiet peace and the understanding that healing is a process. It leaves you feeling that they're on the right path, even if the journey isn't over. It's a mature and realistic conclusion that feels incredibly satisfying. Conclusion. So, my rating for Love Me is a solid 4 out of 5. If you love character-driven dramas with a touch of romance, introspective storytelling, and stellar acting, you will absolutely adore this. However, if you're looking for a fast-paced, high-octane drama with a lot of action, this might not be your cup of tea. It's a slower, more reflective watch. But trust me, it's worth every minute. Until next time, stay cozy and keep watching. Bye.